Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, big news, 1.99% interest financing for the Tesla Model 3 and the Model Y has been extended. There is no longer an order deadline, and all you have to do is just follow this one thing. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best behind Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan, but more on that later. And on top of that, if you haven't placed your order yet and you want to lock in your $1,000 discount, because this could change at any moment, and I do predict it will change at any moment. Definitely don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra $1,000 off. Lock that in on a Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X. But here it is, and so we kind of expected this, because September, if you look at all the incentives that Tesla does throughout the year, they always line everything up to try and hit it off with a bang by the end of each quarter. So September is the last month of the quarter, and so certainly they want to try and get as many sales, as many deliveries by the end of the quarter. And so the quarter ends on September 30th. How it used to be written was that the 1.99, you had to place your order in by the end of August, but certainly, of course, that was just a way to try and get as many orders in the pipeline and queue so that they could try and predict how many deliveries they would have by the end of September. But it seems like maybe they planned this all the way from the beginning to try and just get people to place as many orders as possible. And now on top of that, with the Tesla referral code program, just like the one linked down below in the description, it kind of adds more to the hype of this, with people using it to lock in their $1,000 and lock in their 1.99% offer rate. But now it is completely changed, and all you have to do is take delivery by the end of September 30th, to take advantage of the 1.99% interest rate on a Tesla Model 3 or a Tesla Model Y. Unfortunately, nothing for Model S or Model X yet, but certainly I do predict some sort of better interest rate for the Model S and Model X, maybe in Q4. And maybe I predict like a 0.99, or I don't know if we'll go as low as 0%, because we haven't seen that yet. We've seen 0.99% interest financing on only the Model Y. That was a few months ago, but that was also when inventory for the Model Y was at really, really high levels. But I guess it is safe to say that inventory for Model Y is getting back up there, but you can see kind of relative what it looked like. So Model Y inventory was in this area right here when they released that 0.99% offer, and then it crashed all the way down, because believe it or not, people will buy if it's a 0.99 or even free interest. And then it went all the way down, but now it's starting to go back up steadily, but it's not up to where it was crazy in the crazy numbers before. So 1.99 is probably where we're going to land at, because Tesla has to incentivize and buy down the rate. And so, of course, they don't necessarily want to buy it down too much. And so they probably like being comfortable at this 1.99% offer on Model 3 or Model Y. And there's maybe a chance it gets more aggressive, but that will happen if inventory for Model 3 and Model Y keeps going higher and higher. It's trending in the right direction, but certainly I'm not sure it would crash. And even if it did, even if a lot of people were to release that 0.99, then it would definitely make inventory crash, because then people will know it's a great rate. But certainly I do feel like there's going to be a lot of more incentives in Q4, but is it worth the wait for you? I mean, there's a time cost variant right there. If it goes down to 0.99, you're really not saving that much. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on the stream today, in one of the topics about how much are you really saving with between 0.99, 0%, and a 2%. But definitely start producing stuff. Congrats to everybody that is waited it out or was taking a little bit of a gamble. But it seems like now 1.99 is going all the way till September 30th, and you have to take delivery by September 30th. So if you're looking to get this in, go ahead and place an order. And don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra $1,000 off a Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X. But in some other news, some cool accessories are getting released by Tesla. There's now a Cybertruck air compressor ultra that you can use to deflate or inflate your tires using the plug in the back, starting at $550. Pretty interesting because Rivian actually includes something like this within the vehicle. So it is interesting for Tesla to try and release this separately in the back of it. And on top of that, if you're excited about this robo-taxi actually coming out, well, it seems like they've picked the venue for it, and it's going to be at the Warner Brothers studio in Burbank, California. So maybe if you're looking to get an invite, that's where you will have to be if you're wanting to get into this event. It's planned for October 10th, so 10/10. So what is that, like a month and a half from now, in which we'll hopefully see our robo-taxi or see a robo-taxi in the near future. And lastly, in case I thought this video was really interesting, but in case you're trying to confuse what regenerative braking is and how it can save your brakes over the life of your vehicle. There's people that have gone 100,000 miles without changing their brakes at all. Regenerative braking basically slows your vehicle down to a full stop, so you don't have to use your brakes at all. If you've ever driven like a golf cart, it similarly happens just like that when you're driving with a golf cart out there. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, Timoteo. Thanks for dropping by. ST, thanks for coming by. STP. AB, thanks for coming in. Omar, thanks for coming in. Shoe and Car Lover, thanks for coming in. A170, thank you for coming in. Livendy, thank you for dropping by. Maxter and Omar, thank you all for dropping by. We'll get into all your live stream comments just after this next topic. In this last topic, or next topic, $2,000 discounts on the Tesla Model 3 Highland. We love looking for discounts in scavenging inventory, but our friend Jordan actually sent us a link where there's actually $2,000 off brand new Tesla Model 3 Highland. And if you stack it with the referral code or even a military program, maybe you can get $4,000 off a brand new Highland. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Before we show you these vehicles and kind of piece through why these are discounted $2,000, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra $1,000 off. And on top of that, there's the Tesla referral or Tesla military program that gets you another $1,000 off that you can stack on top of it. But here it is. So this is in the zip code 20850, which is in Maryland. If you're curious on where this is, we tried to find some in California and we could not find any. But if you're East Coast and you're willing to travel, maybe some of these might be interesting to you. So Model 3 long range all-wheel drives, and we're seeing about a $2,000 discount across the board on some of these. And the crazy thing with these is that some of them only have 4 miles, 5 miles, even 3 miles on it. And so MSRP is $47,490, and it's discounted about $2,000 to $45,590. And if you can see, these all qualify for that massive $7,500 federal tax credit. So the prices of these will be in the $38,000 range. Now, before we get all excited on these, there is a couple things that we were able to find from this that certainly makes an interesting review point here. So it's got a $1,900 discount, and if you look at it, it was actually previously repaired. So these are what's considered damage disclosure or damage disclosure vehicles. And what happened with this is that these were actually being repaired because of a hailstorm. But I'm actually okay. Hailstorm. I'm actually okay with this because the repair order was only $1,124, and you're getting a $2,000 discount, and it's just cosmetic, like nothing with like actual damage with bumper or anything like that. I'm okay with this as long as it was repaired and looks completely fine. If there's any scratches on it or dents on it, then that's where I'd probably get a little antsy, but I'm okay with taking a $2,000 discount on the new Model 3 Highland that qualifies for everything, including the $7,500 federal tax credit, qualifies for the military program, which stacks, and also qualifies for the Tesla referral code program at $1,000, which also stacks on top of military $7,500 federal tax credit and works on this vehicle because it is a brand new Tesla Model 3 Highland. So the discounts are still there. So if you kind of add all that up, plus 1.99% financing, you can start to see where some of these deals can really add up. I know it's a little bit of a hoop and handle, I guess, or to try and get through some of this to get everything to stack completely, but it is a pretty decent deal if you're willing to travel to the Maryland area and they're looking to get you one of these. But these deals are out there, and we're certainly seeing similar deals on the Model Y side as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts on it. Would you buy one of these Model 3s with the hail damage or a damage disclosure? We actually have bought a damage disclosure Tesla Model Y Performance, and it had a $2,000 discount, and it's very similar $1,000 repair order as well. But I'm okay with it because it's not on the Carfax, it's not any accident history, and the car, you have still are able to inspect it before actually driving off and taking delivery. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by Tenet. Tenet is an approved Tesla financing partner and can get you the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla or any electric vehicle. If you want to see what their offer is, definitely check out the link down below in the description. Hit the apply button to do a soft credit no inquiry or soft credit inquiry check so they can see what your offer is and to get you the lowest monthly payment on your Tesla. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. And thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. AB, thanks for coming in. STP, do you know there are 4 Cybertrucks in Japan? Oh, that's kind of interesting, actually. I think there was one at the mall. I remember seeing that. Omar, Dennis, I need your help. What's up, Omar? Shoo, you can test drive a Cybertruck now. I checked. I'm in Silicon Valley, and you can do it at the Fremont factory, but you can't do it. You can't do it at Fremont, but you can do it at Santana Row. Yeah, actually, there's a website where you can book the appointment and everything, including Model 3 Performance and Cybertruck. A1 used to own a 2023 Model Y Performance, but unfortunately got totaled last year. Sorry to hear. However, I was wondering if I should order a new one now or wait till Q4 for a better deal. It's not an urgent purchase. I was wondering if the $7,500 tax rate will last until December. Yes, it will last until December. I wouldn't worry about that at all. I would worry about it if there's a regime change in the U.S. Maybe it will end next year, but you should be fine for this year for $7,500. In terms of should you wait till Q4? If you don't need a vehicle, yeah, I would say wait it out. That's what we're doing. Live 0% financing, or they can let you roll into the field, ride in the field. Sorry, exactly. There's plenty of areas, and I got a tip that there's a lot in some California areas. There's a bunch of inventory that's sitting around. I was gonna go check it out. Mac, hey Dennis, I don't understand the whole must take delivery thing by Tesla. I mean, if they don't take delivery by a certain date, isn't that their fault? Kind of, especially if I think it's just a way to try and get you not to stall and push off until other months, because there was a time when people were trying to like keep their rates as long as forever. Like 0.99, they made the mistake of never actually adding any sort of deadline. So I bet there's still people out there that haven't or still are waiting for their Tesla vehicle, but that still have that 0.99 offer locked onto their account, especially like the Quicksilver Model Y vehicles. Omar, so I guess that's their one way of like saying like, hey, you can get the 1.99 and sorry your vehicle isn't here, but here's this blue Model Y that you can switch to, that you can take advantage. It's their way of like getting you to take delivery quicker. So maybe because of that, September, they might not actually have an interest rate of financing and they'll wait until the end of September and then roll into October. Omar applied for financing and now it's conditionally approved. I sent everything in, but then it takes 2 days. I don't know what else to do. That's about right. I mean, you can email the finance email address, but it depends on when's your delivery, I guess. Usually they get more, they will help you out as your delivery is like getting sooner and sooner. So if your delivery is like this weekend, then they're definitely going to give you all the attention. If your delivery is a week from now, then they kind of put you on the back burner until you're queued up and ready to go. Kelsey, thanks for coming in. Piero, is it a good time to buy or wait? If you can wait, if you don't need a vehicle, then just wait it out. That's my recommendation. In this next topic, let's talk about the difference between 0%, 0.99%, and 1.99%. I know psychologically it feels great to not pay any interest or even pay like 0.99% interest. But before we get all like rounded up and trying to push off for like 0% or 0.99%, I do want to kind of show you guys like what's the difference we're actually looking at, especially on like a 60 to 72 month loan on like a Tesla vehicle, just to give you some awareness on this. So but we'll talk about it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, because we do talk about what incentives could be coming out in Q4, and I do potentially expect 1.99 to either stay or come back if they take it away, or maybe even 0.99%, depending on how much inventory Tesla has. Model Y, Tesla did 0.99% interesting on the Model Y months ago, and so they do have that range that they could bring it out back. But if you're waiting, if you're looking at 1.99 and saying like, oh, I'm just going to wait it out because you want like 0.99 or 0%, I did kind of want to show everybody like what's the difference you're actually saving with like a 0.99 or 0%. And so here's the actual math. So this is on like a $50,000 vehicle. We'll just use a round number like that. 72 months at 1.99% using a $7,500 federal tax credit. This is California. So some places in California, you are going to have a 10.5% sales tax plus DMV fees and everything like that. And your monthly payment would be $626.71. But the key thing is this: on a 1.99% for 72 months, the total interest you're going to pay about $2,600 if you keep the loan all the way to 72 months. If you start to pay it down quicker or pay it off sooner, then your interest will actually really minimize down and it will start to reduce down. So let's look at this same setup here with all the different payments and the down payments of the $7,500 federal tax rate, including the taxes, and we'll go down to like 0.99 or 1%. And so you can see the monthly payment goes down from $626 down to $608, and the total interest, if you keep it all the way to 72 months, goes down to around $1,300. So basically half the amount of interest, from $2,600 down to $1,300. So essentially about $1,000 to $2,000 difference at the end of the day from going from 1.99 to 0.99. But if you're someone that likes to pay off your vehicles quickly or pay it down quickly, then you can see where this money or this difference can start to be kind of nominal between 0.99 and 1.99. And of course, 0% financing is going to be the best because then you don't pay any interest at all. But we've never seen Tesla do 0% interest financing, so I'm not sure that would actually happen. Some other electric vehicle sellers or brands are doing 0%, but I've personally never seen 0% financing for Tesla. So certainly I don't think we'll actually get there. So realistically, the two options that we're going to be taking a look at is 0.99 versus 1.99. And you can see kind of the differences in monthly payment, and you can see kind of the differences in total interest you're going to be paying if you keep the life of the loan. And so I wanted to show this because, you could be waiting for that 0.99 or 0% interest, but the thing with this is like, how much more time are you going to spend researching? How much more time are you going to be watching this video and reading on forums and things like that? I'm saying it's great that you guys come here and watch all the videos, but at the same time, your time also costs a little bit as well. So that's why I would say like at some point you should try and just figure out the deal, figure out what it is, and just pull the Band-Aid if you really want a Tesla vehicle. Because at some point, I get into myself all this time where I research into infinity and then I realize that I've spent 10 hours trying to save a couple $100 at the end of the day. So hopefully that clears it up versus 0.99 and 1.99 to show you the exact differences from that. So I wanted to make an informational video on that so you could see what the heck we're actually talking about. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. Eric, is there a deadline for the EV tax credit? Nope, no deadline at all. It does get more aggressive or more stricter next year, but that's everything to do with the battery and manufacturing. So maybe the vehicles don't qualify for it, but we won't know for that for a long time from that. YS, wait, they're getting desperate. Yeah, 100%. Rodrigo, the 7,500 credit is for 8 more years, unless there's a regime change. Tiger, I have an excellent credit and they have one lease car and they're saying condition improved. Me saying I would need to trade in car. I'm confused and Tesla service is the worst. Yeah, you probably have to trade in that vehicle, then that's what they're asking for. Jasmine, I just got approved today for $299 for a Model 3 long range rear wheel drive. Super happy with that plus incentive. Yeah, that's a great price, a great rate relative to what it was before for sure. Omar, my delivery date is Sunday and you're not getting a response from them, then you're right. Then that is not good. I would say email them or even text them and ask for a call back. Mo, I got approved for 1.99 last week and got accepted terms. Now it's disappeared and say it's pending. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe they deleted it for some reason. Joe, till when should we wait? Q4. When would it be better than 1.99 if it's 0.99? Maxter, why do I keep getting Botox ad? Is YouTube trying to hint at something? Oh, that's weird. Maybe it's tagged you for whatever it is. Rodrigo, do the math. With a 5.49 interest rate, that's what I have on a 1-year-old Model Y. I'm thinking of getting a new one just to get that 1.99. Yeah, depending on how much the difference is, it could be worth it, but sometimes it might not be worth it as well, unless you really want the latest and greatest, like how we all get new iPhones every year. Joe, Dennis, till when should I wait? Q4. I'm thinking about getting the Model 3 long range with $10,000 down. I'm in San Francisco. If you don't need a vehicle right just yet, wait until like October, November for sure. Agent, wait for Juniper or go Y now? Do you need a vehicle? I guess that's really the question here. Ming, thanks for coming in. Man, Tesla just keeps getting better and better as promised. Yeah, 100%. The deals just get better and better. Next year, hopefully they'll be free at a certain point. In this next topic, Rivian released a referral program, and you might be wondering, how does it actually work? Well, we finally spent some time taking a look at it, and spoiler alert, if you get enough referrals, you can actually get a free Rivian. Let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. First things first, if you're looking for a Rivian and you want a $750 discount, don't forget to use a Rivian referral code, just like the one down below in the description. I don't think I put it in there yet, so that you can get a $750 discount on or store credit and plus 6 months of free supercharging in the Rivian network. On top of that, if you actually stack up enough Rivians, I don't really know any Rivian owners, but now I'm considering maybe even getting one just to try and get into the ecosphere. You can actually stack up all the different referral credits to get you a free Rivian, because if you take a look at it, shout out to Chris for itemizing this, that you can use all the different points on a vehicle. And so maybe even get like a Rivian R1S Tri-Max for free, which is the highest one that is actually out there. So a little bit of a PSA, if you're interested in buying a Rivian, don't forget to use a Rivian referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 750 points in the Rivian shop. This is what it looks like, and I was actually taking a look at some of these deals. Some of them go as low as $699 a month, and if you're taking a look at some of the leases, it gets more interesting as well, because if you take a look at it, some of the leases actually are a lower payment if you do a 2-year lease. So like I was taking a look at one, like I think this one right here, the dual standard, it was $699 a month for a Rivian lease at 3 years. It was $640 at 2 years. So it does get pretty interesting. And I do expect this would also get more aggressive and more incentives as we go into later into the year. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. I guess I should put here it is. We'll put it here. Rivian referral code. Hans, Dennis, how much more expensive will the Juniper be? I think it's going to be the same price, if not a little bit cheaper. Buy used, why pay the depreciation? Great point, for sure. Especially some of those Hertz ones. We just saw like Hertz just drop more inventory, like 2023 Model 3s for like $25,000 that have like 30,000 miles on it. Artificial, ordered my Model 3 all-wheel drive on the 28th, got my VIN assigned this morning. Nice. Actually, that was really quick, 2 days. Shy Guy, is it a good time to buy used? Yeah, sure, always. It's a great time. YS, thanks for coming in. Prices keep dropping. Just buy when it hits a price you're comfortable with. I'm looking at a 23 Model 3 Performance. Prices are getting pretty good for lowerage mileage ones. Yeah, 100% for sure. And of course, another PSA, if you haven't locked in your 1.99 or locked in your $1,000 discount, because I do expect the referral program to change because Tesla likes changing the value amounts. So lock in that $1,000 referral program discount by using the Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.